Okay, hi guys. We have, I guess, probably about 3 or 4 games to win here. Let's see, 74 more trophies to get 2 or 9 open. So we're going to give it a shot. Grunberg Slopes. And then we'll decide when we open that. Can you play down the left here? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to stick to my big topper shot here. I'm going to change to a Kingmaker just to take a bit of the wind off, but you can see here that I don't have a lot of room. I'm going to have to play some overpower. The big topper special. Oh, come on. I even put a little right curl on it. So that is unfortunate. However, I think, risking it with the big topper is the way to go. Because if I'm hitting, say, an APOC or whatever, I don't think I can get it out far enough to reach with a sniper, which is what I got in the... I think this might even be another hole here where maybe I do need a big dog or a cat on this tour. Because I've run into about 3 holes now, I think, where it would be an option. I originally thought there wasn't any holes, but I was also getting the same holes all the time. You can reach this hole with a sniper. If I had have been in the fairway, I'm pretty sure I would have at least been able, even in a headwind, to reach the front of the green. But I think, without playing overpower shots, probably better to have a bag with a longer wood in it. Since my sniper is only a 6, I don't have the topspin to get it out. So we'll see where he is. I'm curious that if he can reach from there by slicing one off the pad. We'll see. It looks like a tough angle he's gonna have, but maybe. Okay, so let's just get one down as far as we can here without risking anything about the rough. Big fat landing area, so we can play a little overpower, but don't want anything bad to happen here. Just want to be in the fairway. If I had have had a something like an Amazon in the bag or something, I might have tried something with more tops. We might have tried a power hook there. If you don't know your power hook numbers, you can get them off golfclashnotebook.io. I find that they're not exact, but they're close. I ran into one yesterday or the other day that was wrong. But you can get it way up further in the fairway. I would rather be hitting a short iron here, which I would have been hitting if I could play a power hook there. But I just don't feel, with this club, too comfortable with it. I don't have my notes in front of me. Okay, so he had to lay up. But he's got a better... See, I would like this shot here. Feel like I might pot it from there. Alright, so there is our min. Can we even do this? I don't think we can. So what I'm going to do, so here's a little trick. So I would say that's at least 3 rings further than I want to be. Okay, so I'm going to put my Goliath in 7-5 in my face. Okay, and I'm going to go right at the hole there. And I'm going to adjust the min as 2.7. So 2.7. And then I'm going to try and bring it. I don't think I can bring it back 3 rings, but I'm going to try. So there's 1, 2, oh, there's 3. So I'm going to take just a touch off of this. And hopefully it'll be the right weight. Yeah, just it's still a little heavy. So I had to hit it a little lighter than I did. But I don't want to play a kingfisher there with topspin. I just no ball guide. I don't know where it's going. So I saw that, I was guessing I was about 3 rings for, I guess maybe that I think about it, probably was closer to 5 because I can't see the end of the ball guide of the Goliath either. So that's interesting. So it probably was more like 5 rings. So that makes sense that I was too hard there. Too hot coming in. So I like his shot here. I might try playing where he does because if he had a favorable win and a better ball, he might have been able to reach the green anyway. But this is a shot that I would feel, that I would make more times than not, having the short iron in my hand. Looks to me like he's too far left, but I could be wrong.
Perfect shot.
Yeah, a little too hot, a little too left.
Nice on.
Okay. Getting bored out of my ass being in
some levels of
this
very
coronavirus, sitting at home all the time. Okay, so this hole we like. So this hole here is plus 30 always. And then it depends where you are. From the second tee, I believe it's max. I potted this on a video the other day, and on a headwind, it's a bit tough. You got to sort of mess around a bit. But I like my chances of getting this real close. This shot's been in a few tournaments. Recently, it was the golden shot a couple times. There's just a huge funnel from where he's playing it. I didn't see. I think he's going after it, I guess. I thought he was playing in the fairway. Is he going? Yeah, he's going in the fairway. He was just adjusting, I guess. So as long as I don't hit something terrible here, I should be able to put this closer. So plus 30, 3, 4. I'm going to be right about in the max. So there's max. So you can see you don't need much spin. I'm going to maybe play 1 and 1 and play it back a bit. Right about, there's a funnel. Where is it? Right about there, I think. Okay. So 4-3 is what we want. Pretty glitchy there. I wish I had a little more time. I don't think I completely found the funnel, but this should be close, I think. Okay. I didn't have to be exact because he wasn't real tight there. All right, so I think we need 2 or 3 more. I'm gonna have to stop this at some point. I gotta work this afternoon on the computer again, which really blows. I thought I was gonna get some time off, and little did I know that even more work would be popping up. All right. Oh, I forgot to I wanted to put a big dog in my bed. Okay, so this one here, this hole too is very sinkable. Just want to get it on the fairway in there, somewhere in the middle. This is, if I had a tailwind, I would hit a quarterback. Okay, 2 rings roughly. So that dropped down about a ring. So I'm going to play a ring of overpower. See my needle? So that's your overpower ring. So just going to try and play about 1 ring
Perfect shot.
and just play it in the middle of the fairway. A very sinkable shot, this one, with a short iron. You don't want to miss this fairway. So I recommend a QB or what. So see this angle too. I would say it's -5. See, it's uphill. You can't see the bottom of the pin. It's probably more like a -3 or 4, but I'm going to play it at -5. Yeah, you don't want to miss the fairway on this one. You want to, hit a rock or a QB down the middle. If you get a real big tailwind, you can, try and go after the hole, but I don't recommend that. You get up into that front rough or front bunker, you have a way better chance of sinking it from where I am than there. I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. What is he trying to do? It doesn't make any sense to me what he's doing. Oh, he's going to play over here. Okay. I don't get why he's not just following my lead on this one. This looks like something bad could happen. Looks unnatural to me what he's doing.
Perfect shot.
Okay, well, maybe that's not bad. Maybe he's got a little rough bump there. Not a bad ankle, really. If that rough bump's on, it's probably a good spot. Something to think about. Okay, so that's our max. And that's our min. So we're going to be right about mid. 6-0 into here. About 3-8. Hey, baby. How's yours?
Are you recording?
Yeah. Can't get it into a spot I like. Fuck. I'm running out of time again, unfortunately. Something glitchy there. I sort of remember this from the tournament now. If I had a good level thorn or hornet, you can just go right after the hole because you got the good ball guide. And if I remember right, it was just a little backspin. Yeah, see, now I checked it out too much. I don't like putting that much backspin on these shots, but I was sort of forced to by it was a bit of a glitch if I landed on the fringe or on the green, and it was in between. The other thing too is if you're playing this tour all the time, and let's say you got this hole and you play it the way that I do, or you play it the way that he does, or whatever it is write down your yardage, like off the tee, and you can really zone in. Like let's say on that shot, I was 0.1 or 2 off, and you can write that down and use the slider here. So let's say, for instance, I had 6-0 wind in my face, and you can just use the slider here. If I was a little loud, I know I have to pull a little more. You would play it at like 55% or, and the trick is it's roughly 2% for every yard. So if you drive the ball, say 335, and next time you drive it 337, and you have the adjustment, you've sunk it from 335, and it's always the same backspin or whatever it is, and you've drained it from 335. Well, now you're 2 yards closer to the hole, so you would take off 4%. You would play it at 46%, and if you're not familiar with that, it's a great tool for the tournaments. By the time Sunday rolls around, you can really get the holes dialed in. Or if you have multiple accounts and for me, I have a lot of accounts that I usually take the first day just to practice, especially an expert. I don't qualify. I forfeit early and, make sure that I don't qualify. Okay, this hole again. So plus 30 always this hole. And 8-5 here. Okay, let's see if we can get this zoned in a little better. So I'm going to say that's even like the no spin shot. That there looks, I'm going to try it with no spin right there. 8.5 into max would be 10.8. I'm gonna take about maybe 0.2 off of that because I'm pulling it back into mid. So I'm gonna play it about 10.6. So there's, no, 6-ish. And there's my 10.
Perfect shot.
I think this has got a good shot at going in. Well, still too hard, huh? Wow. So maybe I did have to pull the 10.8. Or a touch of backspin. It's with this sniper, it's tough because it's only a the level 6. You don't get that good ball guide in the tournament. You get it dialed in because you just know where you're playing and where you're lining it up. So he's got a sniper 7, so he's sort of in the same dilemma as me. I kind of like right there. That's, yeah. Now, I don't like the way he's adjusting, that's for sure. And did he adjust enough? To me, he looked like he only pulled about 6 or 7 rings.
Perfect shot.
Might miss the pad. Yeah, he missed it. He just didn't. I like the way he lined it up, though. He just didn't adjust it enough. So I'm going to pause this out for a minute. All right, so here we go. Yeah, he just didn't pull enough, and he, wasn't pulling at the right angle. It's important that you line up your rings with the wind arrow. Like turn your screen around that you're pulling straight. He was guessing, and he didn't pull enough. But some people just don't know. Like that's a plus 30 that you play that one at. Quite a, which to me it's a bit of an overplay, but it makes sense because it's also reacting to the wind effect of when you bounce. No opponents, are you kidding me? With the coronavirus, everyone's at home, no opponents. So I'm a professional card player, and I thought I would be off because everything's being canceled, all the events and stuff. And now everyone's playing online, and the site that I play on is getting overloaded with everyone being off. Their server can't handle so many people. It's amazing how things that are usually so easy are being affected by this. Alright, so I think we're just going to try and... Last time we didn't get it out far enough, so I want to make sure we get this out far enough. Tighten. Okay, so I'm going to line it up. So 7-3, the APOC. So I'm going to do my 4-1 rings, which is right about there to the middle. Turn it around and pull back into max. And I'm going to give it a touch of OP. I don't think I need everything. I might actually go too far if I give it all the juice. Yeah, see, like a complete overpower shot might have went through. So that's a good spot, I think. And then try and... I think there might be a rough bump option here, if I remember right. But we'll probably just go after the pin. And if I remember right, too, it's a bit downhill, this second shot. We'll have to take a look at that. So I'm pretty quick with the app, usually, if I'm paying attention. So if you're not, get your shot ready. See how I've got my sniper on. I'm ready to go once the thing pops up. You can see that I run low on time a lot. Okay, so that's definitely no rough button. So that's max. So I'm going to play 4 backspin, which I like with a wood. I'm going to play 1 right to sort of offset that wind. And go right at it. And we're pulling back, so we're going to be max minus a bit. But let's see, where are we? Yeah, it's a bit downhill. We'll play it +5. 9, 6 in this direction here. And I'm going to play it about, I don't know, we'll say there's 1.5. I'll play it about 11.5. Let's see if that works. Pulling down into a bunker too, which I don't like.
Great shot.
I just looked up and it said 0 and I fell from grace. That was too hot anyway. So again, that stupid sniper ball guide is getting me where I have to really come back a lot. I can't remember what it is, but I think it's maybe 3.5 or something. And I'm just so used to that, you know, over 4 ball guide with a sniper. Anyway, I didn't expect to pot that. You'll get it once in a while though in the tournament. You know, once you get it dialed in, you can start getting real close.
Great shot.
See, he had a nice angle. He just didn't get it out far enough. He had a nice angle coming in though, so I like that. Looks like it'll roll down to the right a bit. So again, I always aim left edge because if I miss, I usually miss great right. Where they'll both go in.
Big shot.
On that slow needle, I never hit great left because I'm used to a faster needle. So you always want to put it in. If you miss and it's usually always one way, you should always aim to the other corner, so you get it in when it goes great right or perfect. You know, if you miss great left a lot, you should aim on the right edge. I find that if you like, I always like to play for my shot when the needle's coming from left to right, or from right to left, I should say. If you play it left to right, you probably, when you miss great left. So you just do it the opposite of me. Same with those overpower putts. Okay, so this one, I think this had a big downhill, right? Well, it's not too, I'll play it 10%. And 3.5 that way. And where are we here? So that's driver. Wow. Don't like this much. So I'm going to play from here. This would be another good hole for the... I'm not going too far again, which I keep doing. I'm going to try this, that ball guide. Okay, so I'm almost in the max. I'm going to play it about, yeah, maybe max 4.3, 4.2, something like that. And hopefully it just dribbles up to the hole. I'm trying my hardest not to go too far again. And it's still going to go too far. Wow, I just wanted to dribble up to the hole. Not the worst shot, but see, my ball guide was like in front of the green. See, I logged on to this site because I'm working in a couple hours and I had to sign up for a thing with my partner. And already these people are wanting to play. I fucking hate it. So I'm going to try and play bridge and golf clash at the same time, see if that works.
Great shot.
So he was a bit screwed too because his club has no ball guide. So that's where it's good, where you know your spins and you don't need a ball guide. You know if you play it there. So I don't know what I played, maybe 2 topspin, and I know next time it's 1.5 and a tailwind. Right? If you know your spins, you don't need a ball guide. Okay, I'm gonna pause this out for a minute. Okay, so we won that game, and we opened 2 or 9. So let's see here. The last one was so bad. My spider senses are saying, don't buy this chest. But because I'm such a dick, I'm going to buy it. Let's see what the Tour 9 chest has to offer. They're usually pretty good. The Tour 8 one was massively disappointing. And the only reason these are bad for me, because I don't need the coins. You know, these are usually good chests if you need the coins, you know, to play on the next tour. Anyway, let's see what we got. Rocket. Well, Goliath's good. Got an upgrade. Actually, that's a good upgrade too, I think. Some quarterbacks. Not too many, though. 29 Malibus. That's good. Take those. Do not like the claw. I've never used it. That's shit. Why couldn't that be an APOC? You pricks. 1 Titan, 4 Kingmakers, 1 Katana. So, pretty disappointing again. No good clubs. The bigger clubs. Okay, so what's the plan going to be? So what I ideally want to do is I want to max Tour 9 at the 2201 mark. And the reason you want to max at 2201 is that in your tour chests, you can still get the Thor's hammer and whatever tour, I believe tour 6 level cards are at 2201. You like in the daily, like in here, the shopping cart in the bin. So in here, when you're over 22, you'll get a Thor's hammer, etc. will show up in there. So if I want to max at 2201, so that's 400 more. Okay, let's see here. And 800 is max. So I want to get down to 1401. That's sort of my spot. So to get to 1401, I'll have to lose 400 trophies, which is, what is that, 5? That's about 20 games. So we can say goodbye to the 81% because that's going to go bye-bye. So I'm not sure if I should play a few first and then dump or just dump. I think I'll just dump. Yeah, I'll do it that way. Okay, so I'm going to pause this out, and then when the dump's over, we can start Tour 9. Okay, so we dumped, what did I dump? To 1600. So that means I'll max out around 2400, and then if I want, I can dump more at that point. So Tour 9, if I remember right, let's look at which courses in case something changed, since it's been a long time since I've been here. What do we got?
What's up?
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
What's up?
you're done.
Here, I can pause it. Okay, so the Greenock Point Acadia, which one's this one? Sharuba Springs. I don't remember that course. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to have, this is just my regular bag. I like to have a big topper bag. The quarterback sniper combo. And then I think we're gonna have to, if I remember right, we need 1 good driver. So we'll put the big dog in. I think the cat isn't good enough yet. They're pretty, let's see here, get a little more backspin. Well, the cat's pretty close already, even though it's a 1, a little less power. If I was going to use the cat, I should probably use the Guardian, because the Guardian is 171. It's got more backspin though for this one, and just the same ball guide. Let's try the cat. It might be a mistake. We might have needed that big dog, but we'll go with that. Okay, let's give 9 a go. Play a few games here, and then I gotta work, and then I'm gonna do some Tour 9 tonight. Alright, so is this the Cherubus? Must be. Okay, so this looks like to me a big topper hole. Alright, so big topper, 5-0, 2.5 rings. I'm gonna play a little left curl. If I remember right, you want to avoid that rough on the right.
Great shot.
I'm trying to remember. Maybe big topper's not. Maybe I don't want to be too far down so I can whack it up the right side. Well, we'll see what happens here. I probably should have put the cat in my bag. Use the APOC cat on this one. Yeah, if I remember right now, because then you want to go up that right side with a hook. If you get the right wind, you can get up close to the green. So I think that was an error. It's been a while since I played these. I think you just want to get it just over the rough actually, and then blast one up the right side. Like you can play a power hook if you have to or whatever. But we shall see. I know if I get way down the fairway from where the tournament was, you could blast it way down and try and get up the left side with a big dog. But I don't, like I'm not even close to getting that far down the fairway, I don't think, because I had the headwind. So let's see here, I can lay up or I can try and get one over. I think I'll be laying up. Where's the best layup spot is? Probably over here. I don't really care if I slice because I actually want it to go down the right side here. So I think that was a club error. I probably should have had a cat in my bag, been where he is, just over, and then smash one up here, and you got a short iron into the green, and it's a big uphill. If I remember right, it's at least a -10 to -15. My shot will be uphill too. I think at least a -10. And I'm pretty sure I'll get to try my new Goliath 7 out. This guy had the wind 5 ball. Alright, so that's max. 4-1. Now let's see. It's uphill, I think. Oh, not that much. So I'm going to play it uphill 5%. 5-3. Wind about that way. Looks about right. And we'll play 3-1 rings. Great, right. Not good. Would have been pretty close to going in if I hit perfect there. Okay, so I'm going to assume he puts this on the green, and I'll come back to the shootout. Okay, so as advertised, he just put it up on the green, and here we go. So this is a good hole. This is bad for me, though, because it's the bad sniper. Oops, why did I do that? This is the bad sniper hole. So if I remember right, there's a little elevation. No, there's no real elevation. So we're just going to play it straight up 10-3 in our face there, roughly. And we're just going to try and bounce when it comes around to the right, if I remember right. I got to eyeball the something maybe around there. I just want to get it on the front and let it roll back. Shit sniper ball guide. I'm looking forward to getting a better sniper for this tour, that's for sure. So that is, oh shit, oh no, oh no, running out of time, and I switched into the fucking APOC. This is gonna fly by, fucking A. Nothing I could do. Ugh. I would have ran out of time if I had to pull back to the sniper. I was like a quarter of a ring over, and I just didn't have time now to pull it back because I had 2 seconds. And trying to take power off was useless. Okay, so don't do that. Let's see how he plays it. I'll keep it on. I think my shot might have been okay. I don't know. You just want to roll it onto the front of the green. I mean, I'm obviously going to lose, but let's see if we can learn something by his shot. So he didn't really push up very much, did he? Oh my God. Did I actually win this? See, I don't get this. He didn't push up. He didn't adjust. Okay, so whatever. Sorry about that. That's, but I'm not hiding the bad shots. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so we'll keep going here. I have 650. So when I got here, I had 658 games played on Tour 9. So I'm going to write that down. That'll be my goal. See how quick I can get the 800 trophies. So 658 is where we were. Got the 4 gold chests, so we're going to crack. I mean, that's the one thing about buying that tour thing is you get some... wow, that was... How many snipers do I have there? I only need 9 more snipers. Let's see. Let's crack a few chests. See if we can't get lucky and get 9 snipers. Not in that one. Not in that one, of course. Okay. I'm lucky. But that's why I like to have always little gems in the bank. I don't spend them elsewhere. I just like to crack the chests and keep going. I try and have 2 or 3 of the account that I'm playing, 2 or 3 of the gold chests, sometime around later in the night. If you're going to bed, wake up, crack another one. It seems logical. All right, what do I do on this one again? I'm pretty sure this was a big top roll too. Let's see here. Or do I smash? Oh yeah, no, this is the one you want to get on the left, I think. But not too far. So let's see, something like that. So that's 5 rings of OP. So see how I'm stretching out top of the white to 5 rings? So I'm going to put my APOC in. 6, 9 is 3.8. So I know now when I stretch it up, I'm going to have about 2 rings of OP to play. So there's 3.8. And now I'm going to pull it up to max. Straight. And about 2 rings OP, a little curl. Had to play from the left, which I don't like there, but at least I hit perfect. Because I would have run out of time. So that's a nice shot. So that's something to write down. If you have a better, more topspin, you don't want to play it there. Just about roughly what I did. And now if I remember right, I'm either going to be a kingfisher or a Goliath, depending on which. And I wouldn't say it's a funnel on this shot, on this next one I have, but it's makeable. And I think we play it at -10, this next one too. So you can see the uphill to the green from here. I didn't see his shot. I don't know what he was making faces about. Oh, it was a little too far. So you want to avoid that. You don't want to go too far. Okay, so let's see here. So so I'm going to be playing. That's total min there, which I can't do because I got to pull back. So this isn't the shot I would normally want to play. It's too much backspin, but I have to because I'm pulling back into the other club, in between clubs. So I'm going to play it about there. 9-1 that way. And we'll play, it's not quite in the min, I'll play 3-5, min plus 0.1. And this is an uphill shot, so I have -10 in. So 3-5. This should be pretty close, I think. Ooh. So that means I actually pulled a little much, right? So, and I wasn't in the min. The 3-5 I think was that would have been right min. So maybe that shot now we have to think about playing minus 15. Then I would have played it 3-3. So I'm going to write that down for that shot on that hole. Is I'm going to play it next time minus 15 with wind arrow, and that probably would have been the right shot. So, and if if you want to get technical, I could have written down my yardage off the tee, right? Or I could even leave it at minus 10 of where I was. So 9-1 in that direction. And then use this, that I know I had to, pull less, but see, you can't go less. So I could say it was, min minus 0.1 at minus 10, or just play at minus 15, I think would have been, anyway. But that's where you can fool around with that slider. You write down your yardages, and take the wind into effect, that, a headwind's, going to play different than a tailwind, etc. But the weight was certainly right. Nice to have that Goliath 7, a little more ball guide. Okay, so this is an interesting hole too. I usually play the rough bump here. I think it's the best shot. Maybe not with this wind though. Let's see here. It's a harsh wind. Let's see if I can get it up there. This is a tough par. This is one of the tougher ones, par 3s, in my opinion. How much room I have here. See, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it out. I'm going to give it a whirl. So I'm going to play it mid plus 10. So I'm going to play it 1-1, the 9-4, because of that headwind. Hopefully that great left won't hurt me. Yeah, see, I just don't have, into the headwind, you don't have enough topspin, so I can't play that shot with this sniper and that wind, unfortunately. This isn't actually the worst shot. This is a tough par 3. I remember playing this the first time around, and the bounce over shot seems to always kick left, and if you try and go right, it sometimes rolls off the back of the green. It's a neat hole. I like hard holes. The hard, like, it's not crazy hard, but it's intricate, right? Like, we'll see what this guy's doing here. So he's just going to try and lay one down in the middle. And if you don't adjust it right, which he's, he wasn't to be adjusted properly, but you might get lucky. Let's see. Oh, he hit a big great right. And he came up short, yeah. It's a tough hole to hit. If you don't get it right enough, it rolls off to the left, and if you go after the pin, it rolls off the back. I just know I think, your average shot on this hole is probably about 5, and that's why I play the rough bump, is just so I can get it right and not too far. But I can't play it with that sniper in a headwind. I just didn't have enough club. Okay, so 2 for 2. We'll keep going. I don't know where are we here? We're 40 something minutes in. I like to keep these to an hour or less, and I got to work shortly, so I'll play for about 15 more minutes, maybe 10. Actually, I'll play this last hole. That's it. So this is an interesting hole for the big topper, and this is why the big topper is good, because it has the curl. And what I'm going to do, so 8, 7. If you have a tailwind, you can hit the green with the big topper here. I won't be able to here, but I want to get it down far enough for my short iron. All right, let's give it a whirl. And see, because I got this nice curl with the big topper, that you can play shots like this. So hopefully we'll get it out. See, not quite enough, huh? I didn't see where that landed, if I could have played more right or not. But anyway, it's not the end of the world. I have an easy shot in. But if I can get it down far enough into my short iron, I like my chances of sinking the next one. Might even sink this one. It's close enough. The magic of the Nirvana 4. You could also, if I remember right, play a power slice here and play it with left spin so
Great shot.
it doesn't go too far to the right, if I remember right. This is another option, doing what he's doing, but I think here's a long iron, and I just like my chances of sinking a short iron from the... If he has a short iron, then maybe that is the play, but I don't think so. So even see, you could have, there's a rough bump here. Let's see if I can get it up there. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so let's go after it. Let's see here. So that's max. So I would say that's about at least 80%. So I'm going to go after it here. Right about in there. Goliath 11.4. 11.4 at 80-ish percent. 5.8. I'm going to play it about 5.7 because of the wind. Play a little overpowered because, oh shit, because I pulled into the bunker. That's going in the bunker. All right, that was terrible. That's being a jackass, because I should know when I leave myself short on time, I'm never going to hit perfect. I got to see it go by a few times. Jackass, but I'll sink this next one. I'm pretty confident in my short game around the green, which is why you can be more aggressive. If you're pretty confident, you can hold the ones like I have.
Nice on.
All right, let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to aim like I always do, left edge, okay? That's where I would want it to be lined up. Now, I'm going to put 7.2 in my face, and I'm taking the min 1.3, and it's a little closer than half, I think, so I'm going to go 0.6 of a ring, which I think will be about there. That looks about right.
Great shot.
Left, not good. Great right, I would have went in. Great left is not bad.
Nice on.
You can see the adjustment was good, though. So I'm going to lose this game because I'm an idiot. I should have just put it on the green, but I'm Mr. Fancy Pants. So I'm going to quit here, and we'll do some 2 or 9 later. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Hit the thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one.